Hello, everyone. This is OCN Live, your daily talk show where we talk about fun, crazy, awesome things from ourcommunitynow.com. I'm Josh, along with...
I am Chaz.
Thanks for coming back and hosting. He's our Friday fill-in guy, and we really appreciate that he's here.
Thank you for having me.
Evan would have joined us, but he's too busy out having fun with the rest of the crew. We didn't get invited to that party.
Nope.
Never do.
Sad.
It is. So I've got 4 cool stories for you. Do you see this picture of this guy behind me? Pretty crazy, right? But he is a World War II veteran from Maryland who goes skydiving at 102 years old.
What?
Right, 102 years old. And he checks it off his bucket list. So, this is kind of like a crazy leap of faith. A 102-year-old World War II veteran, Vivian Millie Bailey, had the thrill of a lifetime when she jumped. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was a he. I apologize to everyone. It's a she. When she jumped out of a plane last Sunday. That's right. Bailey went skydiving on an adventure that most of us would not dream of doing at 102, dude. Think about that.
I've contemplated skydiving, and I'm in my 20s, and
Yeah.
that's 5 times my age.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. And you're a pilot too,
That's
right?
impressive.
So you
Yeah,
could fly me
why
up there.
jump out of a perfectly good airplane?
Right.
That's what they say.
Right. So Bailey will be featured on American Heroes Channel's Honor Flight Heroes to air on Veterans Day at 7 p.m. While shooting for the special, she was asked by the producers if she had any items on her bucket list that are yet unfulfilled. You're not going to believe it, she said. The thing I'd like to do is to parachute jump like President Bush did. Bailey had a decade-old wish of skydiving, especially after President George H.W. Bush celebrated his 90th birthday by jumping from a helicopter.
You know, it's nice to have a president that inspires people.
Yeah, absolutely. And when he was 90 and still...
Yeah,
I mean, he's passed now, which is sad, but
yeah.
I've never skydived. I never have. And
I've thought about it. I was pretty close this summer.
I know our boss here has.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, right. That doesn't surprise me either. So that one's pretty cool. 102 years old. That lady from World War II got it done. This next story is kind of heartwarming. Here's the picture. So, a man saves 300 dogs, shelters them in his home during Hurricane Delta, the one that just happened. See, even while Hurricane Delta dragged on, one man opened his doors. As someone who has always loved animals, even over people, Ricardo Pimentel didn't hesitate in choosing to shelter hundreds when Hurricane Delta neared Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula. His shelter, called Tierra de Animales, or Land of the Animals, was boarded up, so ironically his home ended up being exactly that. With the hurricane nearing Mexico's borders, even while it was closing in on Louisiana, Pimentel was concerned for animal safety and so offered his home to basically all the ones in the vicinity: cats, sheep, chickens, rabbits, dogs, and even a hedgehog. It took an hour for him to lead them in, some bunkered in his children's rooms, while most dogs bundled in his hallways.
That's like the modern-day Noah's Ark.
I know, man. And then, I mean, he was like a Dr. Doolittle, too, because you know how hard it is to get one dog to do something? One animal? Let alone cats. Have you ever tried to herd a cat?
I don't. They're not herd animals.
They're not.
They're vicious predators.
Well,
The sheep would be the
tell my
easy ones
lazy
to get
cat
in
that
it.
she's a vicious predator. She's a moving pillow. But
We're all
it's,
domesticated house cats nowadays.
right? Yeah, they are, right? And so he did shelter all of them. The storm did cause the power to go out, and despite that, everyone was safe and sound on the inside. So let's tip our hat to this gentleman for taking care of the dogs, because that's a feel-good one, man. That's somebody who cares.
He could
about
use
the
that
little
as his
things.
Tinder profile pic. Matches forever.
Right? I'm an animal lover. For real. Oh, you're crazy. Next story. You've seen this movie, haven't you? No.
I am Iron Man.
That is
one?
the Rocketeer.
Oh, that's the Rocketeer? Oh.
That was in the 90s.
I didn't look at the picture. I'm sorry.
It's
Hey, I'm young.
these kids nowadays. I love the Iron
Okay,
Mans.
fine. I should look at the picture first.
All right, so this is an old school Bill Pullman. No, not Bill Pullman. Rocketeer was from the 90s, based on an old 1920s cartoon, I think, or 30s.
That's way beyond my days.
Yeah, and they made a movie back in the 90s. It was actually a really funny kind of Disney movie. I liked it.
One of these days, you're not going to ask me about film history, because the last one I also botched my film knowledge. But if you ask me about music, I'm good.
Yeah, actually, he's a great musician, and he knows everything about airplanes. But anyway, a guy in a jetpack is spotted flying near LAX again. That's right. On October 14th, crew members on China Airlines saw a person piloting a jetpack at 6,000 feet above the ground. The sighting happened 7 miles northwest of Los Angeles International Airport, which is highly illegal. No one is allowed to fly near airports without authorization from air traffic control, even jetpack joyriders.
Yeah, that's Class Bravo airspace, I imagine, and you need clearance to fly in Class Bravo airspace.
And 6,000 feet is pretty high off of the ground, right? I mean, that's kind of terrifying distance? Or?
Also, I believe above 3,000 feet AGL, above ground level, you have to fly in certain directions at certain altitudes. I bet he wasn't doing that. He's probably just taking a joyride.
It's unconfirmed whether the jetpack pilot was the same individual who was spotted on August 30th. The first sighting was called in by 2 airline pilots who passed by a person flying a jetpack at 3,000 feet. So now he's doubled his height.
I want to know if he made this himself, because that's kind of impressive.
It could be. And the thing is, it seems like they've been 2 tests now. The first one's at 3,000 feet, and then the next one's at 6.
Who knows if it's military technology? We don't know. Okay, I'm not going to spread conspiracy.
So the airline pilot said to the traffic controller, Tower American 1997, we just passed a guy on a jetpack. I mean, imagine.
Say again?
Right. The controller informed other airline pilots in the area for safety, then commented, only in L.A. So the FAA has alerted local law enforcement and will look into the report. The FBI is also on the case and investigating multiple reports from witnesses. Jetpack experts are confused. David Myman, the chief executive of the Los Angeles-based Jetpack Aviation, is skeptical that what they witnessed was really seeing are jetpacks.
Sounds like something out of Ancient Aliens.
Could be. I really think that somebody, probably a really smart person out there, put together a jetpack in their garage and was like, you know what? I'm going to fly it.
Why not? I would do that.
You're a pilot. Would you be comfortable flying a jetpack?
Yeah, that's why I am studying electrical engineering. Who doesn't want to be the modern day Tony Stark?
I cannot wait for him to
Or
make
real life
Iron
Tony
Man
Stark,
suit.
I should say.
Absolutely. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of a scary move. I don't know. 3,000 feet and 6,000 feet, I wouldn't be surprised if he just ends up dead somewhere after the 3rd test, because
We all have to die somehow.
I know, if you're going to go, you might as well go with a jetpack, right?
Yeah, have that at your funeral.
Right. He lived the way he died on a jetpack. Kind of want that to be on my...
On your
I don't know how to
gravestone.
I guess so. Epitaph?
You have
You
to
can
be
do the
cool enough
eulogy
to
for
do
me.
that, though. I would do a good eulogy for you.
You probably would. You probably would. This next one, this one hits close to home, man.
This one's going to send this company
Shockwaves.
into the grave.
That's right. Ripples through the entire restaurant world. That's right. Chipotle now charges for tortilla on the side, and Twitter ain't having it. Because you know the social media, people lose their stuff on this. So what the world needs now is tortilla love. Sweet tortilla love, and not to be charged for it.
Do you know how much they charge for it?
No, let's find out here. Oh, I see it. All right. So if burritos, salads, and tacos aren't what you're craving, then maybe a burrito bowl would do the trick. Burrito bowls are all the incredible ingredients of a burrito in a bowl sans tortilla. Burritos can be eaten with a fork, which is a bit easier and less messy. And patrons often ask for the tortilla on the side. So this year, restaurants have struggled financially, and many chains have closed their doors. And now Chipotle is charging 25 cents for the tortilla on the side.
Who is the analyst that figured out that 25 cents is the difference between profit and not profit?
Fantastic question. And what kind of animal says at a board meeting one day, hey guys, let's charge for tortilla on the side? And then the rest of the room's like, yeah.
I want to see businesses moving towards a model where they don't have to charge for every single little thing. It's about the customer service, you know? It's not about the money all the time. It's about the people, serving the people.
This
Business
is
is for the people.
future of our country here. Chaz for president. Chaz for president.
2036.
2030. I'll be dead by then. But I'll vote for you.
I've announced it now.
I'll
I've
be
had
in the
so many
cabinet.
people tell me that.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm flattered.
You bet. So Twitter fans lost their minds on the old Twitter, with some people saying stuff like, Chipotle charges 25 cents for a tortilla on the side now? A sad day indeed. Another person said, Chipotle charges for a tortilla on the side. Find me filling up my water cup with Sprite and bringing my tortilla home at a Chipotle near you. Because you know people get the water cup, always get the Sprite.
Although, how much is a pack of tortillas at the grocery store? So say you can get an 8-pack
know.
for $2. That's
Yeah.
25 cents each.
They're going to get it at bulk pricing, though.
So,
and it's
yeah,
going to
yeah.
be restaurant.
So it might actually be cheaper to pay for tortillas at Chipotle than buy them in a store. I don't know. It depends what type of tortillas you probably get, huh?
My guess is that tortilla costs less than that 25 cents to them, right? Because that's why they
Oh,
can charge for
definitely.
that 25
Yeah,
cents. So
yeah.
it's probably like 2 or 3 cents,
Yeah.
because they buy them in hundreds of thousands in the order.
Yeah.
And they're making that's a huge markup on the tortilla.
So it might not be as bad of a deal for us
Mm-hmm.
if you consider how much tortillas are at a grocery store. Or maybe we just overpay at a grocery store.
You never know. He makes a good point, everybody. He makes a
I
good
was
point.
living off Chef Boyardee and peanut butter and honey burritos this summer, so
We've all been there. We've all been there. Guys, if you like what you've seen here, go to ourcommunitynow.com because we've got all of these stories, which I've also shared in the description. So you can click on those links, go read the whole thing because I don't give you all of it because I want you to go read it at
OCN.
That's right, ourcommunitynow.com. And don't forget to go to our YouTube channel, subscribe, like, and get notifications because every time we make cool videos, we want you to see what we've made.
Share it with your friends
That's right. And your family. And everyone that you love.
and your coworkers and the people that you hate too.
And we're going to get a video where he jumps out of an airplane someday.
I'd do
Soon.
it. Yeah.
All right, he might even pilot the plane. Ooh, that'd be kind of fun. Pilot a plane. Let's do
Fly
an
the
OCN
plane
video.
and jump out of it because I designed a system, automatic feedback loop to control it, control systems. I took a class about that.
See, I studied anthropology, and he studied a field that actually will pay someday. So, good for you.
I still lived on Chef Boyardee and tortillas.
Don't we all, friend? Don't we all?
Thank
Anyway,
you.
Absolutely. Guys, thanks for tuning in for the Friday edition of OCN Live. Have a good weekend. Stay safe out there. It's going to be
Stay
cold.
warm.
Yeah,
Stay
it's
warm.
actually going to be cold this weekend here in Colorado. So
Keep your fingers
that's
toasty.
right. Absolutely. Guys, I'm Josh
I'm Chaz.
saying thanks for sticking around. And as always, we shall see you soon.
Peace.